Snow White and the Fairytale Fun Force is not too bad. I recently watched Robin Hood and the Fairytale Fun Force. I didn't really love it. I preferred this one, but I don't know if that's necessarily because it was better or if it's because I knew what to expect. I knew going into it that it was going to be a little bit different. So I'm not entirely sure, but certainly I thought it was a little bit stronger. This was released in 2023. It's directed by Kelly Little and it's written by Kelly Little based on stories and characters by the brothers Grimm, Carlo Collodi, and various others. And we have a voice cast including Dailyn Brunck, Simon Hill, Kelsey Painter, KJ Schrock, Nikki Soohoo, Sarah Taylor, and John Thompson. And it basically brings together a bunch of fairy tale characters, and there is kind of an overarching narrative, but it's also a very chaotic animation, and we meet all kinds of different characters, not just fairy story characters, but certain holiday themed characters and some others, and it's basically, in the best way possible, throwing together a whole bunch of things that young children might enjoy and hoping that some of it sticks. It's not the best, but because I knew what to expect, I was kind of able to enjoy it a bit more. The narrative starts off in space. I don't like the space aspect. It feels really, really strange, but the characters are in space and we find out that there are problems in Wonderland and Snow White wants to help, but not without a stop off at the North Pole and various other places, and it is utterly crazy. The story is fine, it is chaotic, there is an overarching narrative at least, but if you're looking for a film with a decent narrative, I wouldn't say Snow White and the Fairytale Fun Force is going to be the best choice, but the animation it's stunning, it's beautiful, it's bold, it's bright, there's some good editing, the character designs are quite good, the voice acting is good as well, some decent music. I think for very young children, or if you love animation and you just want background company, give it a go. It's not going to be the most engaging experience. Yes, for very young children, I think it could be quite stimulating. I think it could be overstimulating in some cases. There is a lot going on, there is a lot to look at. It is very, very busy, and if you're looking for a good narrative, this isn't going to be that film. But in general, it is creative. The animation itself is generally quite satisfying. Some of the character movements, their mouth movements, they're not the best, but they're certainly not the worst either. Do I recommend it? If you're curious, give it a go. If you're looking for a good story, I'd say no. And I don't think this will be for everybody. It won't always be for me. I think, as I said, just because I knew what to expect going into it, it wasn't too bad. Snow White and the Fairytale Fun Force is creative. And if you're curious, maybe it's worth checking out.